course, we should Timmons here. Now, since Sydney Sweeney has not one but two films out which are not doing so well, which is Americana and Eden, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite Sydney Sweeney film and TV projects. Despite the controversy surrounding her American Needle stuff, whatever, I still think Sydney Sweeney is amazing. Now, I still haven't seen Eden because, to be honest, that does look good. I'm probably not going to have any plan on seeing it. Maybe I'll watch it. Who knows? But I still think she's amazing. Whether it's like it's Euphoria, whether it's Anyone But You, I think she's always incredible. So here is my official top 10 favorite Sydney Sweeney film and TV projects. All right, number 10 is Immaculate. Now, this is, of course, the horror movie that came out last year with Sydney Sweeney as a young nun, Cecilia, who joins a remote Italian covenant, uncovering sinister secrets that tie to her mysteriously pregnancy. And one of the girls from the White Lotus season 2 was also in this as well. I thought Immaculate was a really decent little horror film. Definitely one of the better religious horror films to come out in past years. Sydney Sweeney really does such a good job. It is very creepy throughout. Definitely has that Rosemary's Baby feel to it. It is a really good one, worth giving a go. Alright. Number 9 is Reality. Now, this is, of course, a film that premiered on HBO, which is a tense drama about the true story reality winner, an NSA contractor arrested for leaking classified documents. And Josh Hamilton plays her dad here. Reality, I thought, was a really good TV movie. Sydney Sweeney really plays her part well. She portrays it with raw of defiance, and I think she actually got an Emmy nomination for this too, if I'm not mistaken. She does such a great job in this one. All right, number 8 is pretty much her SNL hosting gig. Of course, when she hosted with musical guest Casey Musgraves, I know she did a really good job here. I really like some of her, some of her sketches. Like the Hooters Perry sketch was a pretty good one. The Air Bud one was pretty fun too. I thought she did a great job as hosting. Her little stint with Glenn Powell was really good too. I know she did a great job, and really, of course, it was cool to see her even poke fun at Madam Web when she during her monologue she said, "You guys probably have seen me in Anyone But You, Euphoria. You definitely did not see me in Madam Web," which I always love every time an actor pokes fun at a movie that was not well received and stuff. It's always fun to see, but. Yeah, I hope she does host SNL again, but who knows. Alright, number 7 is The Voyeurs. This is probably one of the best erotic movies I've seen in the past 10 years. This is also for the same director of Immaculate. It also stars Justice Smith, the girl who was just in Ahsoka. I forgot her name. But she was pretty good. Now, of course, this is a erotic film about young couples' obsession with spying on their glamorous neighbors, and it is very risque throughout. And you see a lot of Sydney Sweeney in this, if you know what I mean. But she does such a good job here. It definitely has some really fun erotic intensities, great performances, really decent film, worth giving a go. Alright, number 6 is Big Time Adolescence. Now, this, of course, premiered on Hulu during the pandemic. It starred, Pete Davidson, Machine Gun Kelly. This was one of, Sydney Sweeney's earliest roles, if you will. Here, of course, you have her as, Mo, who is this teen who idolizes his, slacker ex-brother-in-law, who, of course, played, one of the main characters, Mo's crush. And her warmth and charm makes it impact on some key scenes here. Griffin Gluck from those Toy Girl movies, he was pretty good in this, playing the lead. It is a really fun teen comedy worth giving a go. Really showcase how good Sydney Sweeney definitely can do when it comes to comedy, and really go love from there. Number 5 is the one that really introduced me to her, actually, and that is a show on Netflix that only lasted one season. But it was actually a really good show. I mean, I really don't know why Netflix canceled it, but it's the show Everything Sucks. Now, this is a 90s coming of age comedy about high school misfit and an AV club who are clashing with some drama kids here. And here, Sydney Sweeney plays Emilian Adaro, who's a dramatic deer teen with like big dreams and rebellious streak. And it really, like, she is a little bit of the mean girl here, and she has a little relationship with the main girl played by Payne Kennedy. But Everything Sucks definitely has a fun, coming of age tale. Great performances by Sydney Sweeney. Again, this was actually what really introduced me to Sydney Sweeney before Euphoria came around and stuff. And yeah, again, I still think that they canceled this, but it is what it is. And they also canceled it during like with a cliffhanger, which I always hate when they do that. But anyway, number 4 is The White Lotus. Of course, here she plays Olivia Musbacher, who's this college student who criticized her family's wealth while acknowledging it. Of course, she plays the oldest daughter to Steve Zahn and Kai Brennan's characters. Fred Hetchinger actually plays her brother here, who, of course, he was just in Gladiator 2 last year. Sydney Sweeney had some interesting moments. Her best friend here is, of course, played by Brittany O'Grady from what you call that show Star. She had some really good chemistry with her too. Sydney Sweeney was really good in this one. Of course, her playing like the daughter of Steve Zahn and Kai Brenner was cool. Really interesting performance. Number 3 is Anyone But You. Now, of course, this is the rom-com starring her and Glenn Powell. And it's, of course, where exes, fake a relationship at a destination wedding, sparking real feelings amid chaos. And the chemistry between her and Glenn Powell are really excellent. They really play off each other very well. Of course, Dermot Mulroney was good in this. Gatto was great. Some really good performances throughout. Definitely had some fun charm to it. It was a massive hit, by the way, when it was released. So, yeah, really good film there. One of the most highest grossing R-rated romantic comedies to come out in the past few years. Number 2 is another one of her earliest roles, and that is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, it is a small role release. I probably don't even know I even should have added on this list, but hey, of course, this was around the time that Euphoria, came out and stuff. And here, of course, she plays the role of Snake, who's a member of the Madsen family. It is very small, but she really showcased her ability to blend into an ensemble. She really held her own with people like Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and it's a really good little performance here. And her best project, in my opinion, is Euphoria. Now, of course, she plays the role of Casey Howard, who's a sweet but insecure high schooler who seeks validation through her relationships. And she showcased a lot of stuff in this. But yeah, I really quite like Sydney Sweeney in her part. Especially season 2, I think she was good in the first season. I felt like season 2 really showcased more of her acting talents. I really think that's probably the best performance she's put out. If I had to say which is her better performance between 1 or 2, it will definitely be season 2. Obviously, she is returning for season 3, which that is supposed to have her pretty much being married to Nate Jacobs. That's going to be interesting. How tensions there's going to be. But yeah, I just think she's incredible in this. Nonetheless, great performances here. Her chemistry with the other girls, like Maddie, is really great. She definitely holds her own off. Cindy is great, but I think Cindy definitely gives one of the better performances throughout this whole show. And yeah, and I know she gets a lot of slack because she shows a lot of stuff. But hey, take that aside, her acting talent on the show is really solid, and I think she could have actually won her Emmy that year. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Immaculate. 9, Reality. 8, SNL. 7, The Voyeurs. 6, Big Time Adolescents. 5, Everything Sucks. 4, The White Lotus. 3, Anyone But You. 2, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And number 1, Euphoria. Now, I know she was on the show Handmaid's Tale. I'm not really much of a Handmaid's Tale guy. Sharp Objects she was pretty good in. The Wrong Daughter. She's appeared on like The Middle, Grey's Anatomy. She was in the not the Sophia Coppola version, but the Lifetime version of The Bling Ring. I forgot she was on that. Actually, a pretty good Lifetime movie, actually. Her first film was Zombies and Mass Destruction, John Carpenter's The Void, Under the Silver Lake. Definitely not Madam Web. That movie is god awful. But anyway, let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite Sydney Sweeney film or TV projects? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Jimmy.